Chapter 8. Alex. It was Friday, and although Alex still needed to clean out a few more things from her trailer, she decided to stay home instead. It was Zee's final day of shooting, and after yesterday's studio meeting, Alex wasn't ready to see her. She also didn't want to deal with the paparazzi, who were still hoping to get the money shot of Jordan creeping out of her building under the cover of darkness. Little do they know that will never happen, Alex moped. She stuffed a handful of chips in her mouth as she watched Jordan on a live morning show, surprising an unexpected fan with 2 tickets to the Midnight Sun red carpet premiere later that evening. Since Wednesday, she had watched each and every promotional appearance Jordan had made, deciding she was only watching in case he was asked about their non-relationship. To her surprise, he was rarely asked. She hoped she would have the same luck during her press tour. She also hoped she would be able to dodge those questions as well as Jordan had. He'd always found a clever and funny way to change the subject or distract the interviewer. Although Alex didn't want to read too much into his responses, she wondered why he didn't simply tell the world they weren't together and end the rumors once and for all. Is it because he doesn't want it to be over? Alex's thought was interrupted by her phone buzzing frantically. Alexandra, I need you to jump into the shower, wash your hair, and shave those legs, Pamilla's voice boomed through the phone. What? Why? Alex couldn't imagine what could be so urgent that her mother demanded she shave her legs. The studio wants the 4 main characters to walk the red carpet at the Midnight Sun premiere. Hair, makeup, and wardrobe will be at your place at 1. Isn't that fantastic? They're paying for everything, including car service. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, well, it's 11:45, so I better get started. Great. Love you, honey. Love you too, Mom. Once the call ended, Alex's mind started racing. We probably won't see each other. And if we do see each other, it's no big deal if we don't talk. I'm an actress. I'll just act like I don't want to be with him. She quickly caught herself. Correction, I don't have to act because I don't want to be with him. I want to stay focused. Her phone rang again. This time she didn't recognize the number. Alex never liked answering calls from unknown numbers, but in Hollywood, you never knew who or what opportunity you might miss out on if the call went unanswered. She also couldn't help but wonder if it might be Jordan reaching out from a different number. Hello? Alex asked, waiting for the caller to respond. Hello, is this Alexandra Montgomery? The person's voice was deep and smooth. Yes, this is she. Hi, I'm Damian Phillips. I'm with the studio's Public Affairs division. We're supposed to be getting together next week to prep you for your upcoming promotional tour. But since you have a major red carpet tonight, we'll have to start a little early. Is it okay if I come by around 2? If you don't mind working with me while I'm in hair and makeup, I can do 2. Excellent. I look forward to finally meeting you, Alexandra. With that, Damien and his smooth voice ended the call. By 2 p.m., Alex's apartment was in organized chaos. Her bedroom was transformed into a high-fashion dressing room, surrounded by racks of gowns or designer separates, along with shoes and accessories laid out in neat groups. Her joint living room and dining room area was set up as a hair and makeup station, while her kitchen counter was lined with beverages, fruits, cheese, and other heartier refreshments, all provided by the studio. It was a miracle she could hear a knock at the door over the music, and her blow-dryer transforming her curls into straight ribbons of silk. Chris, would you please get the door? Layla's still finishing my contour, Alex called to the stylist in the bedroom. You got it, boo, Chris called back, making his way to the small foyer. Alex, she heard Chris say a short moment later, there's a fine male specimen here looking for you. When Alex's chair swiveled around, she was stunned. As Damien and his perfectly symmetrical face moved towards her, Alex felt flames rising from her neck up to her cheeks. He looked like a model, and she was positive her unblended, fully contoured face made her look like a clown. Damian Phillips at your service, Alexandra, Damien said, extending his hand towards Alex. Yes, I figured as much. Alex smiled. Call me Alex, and please excuse my appearance. You're fine. Damien interrupted. Although we've never been introduced, I've seen you on several occasions, and you've always looked beautiful. Embarrassed and a little intrigued, Alex invited him to take a seat so they could start their session. Damien had advised her that before he could appropriately prepare her to tackle the press, he needed to get to know her better. Every interaction with the press or the public impacts your brand, and your brand should be authentic to who you are. I'm only able to customize your strategy if I know who you are. That'll require we put in some time. If spending time means I can listen to this man's voice all day, sign me up, Alex thought, sitting back with her eyes closed as Layla blended her contour. For the next hour, Damien coached Alex on the basics, only stopping to allow Alex to change out of her robe and into her gown. When she stepped back out into the living room, everyone gasped. Wow, Alex, you look amazing, Damien said. His eyes scanned Alex from head to heels and lingered on her hips. So, Mr. Damien Finelips, Chris began. It's Phillips, Damien corrected, laughing lightly. I know, I said what I said, Chris insisted. Are you going to the premiere tonight? I was actually scheduled to go, but I don't believe I'll make it back home in time to get changed and still get there on time. Don't worry, you're looking at one of the best stylists in the business. I'm sure I've got something for you to wear. You can ride with Alex and give her a few more tips before she hits that red carpet. Alex, I wouldn't mind, but I don't want to impose. She shrugged nonchalantly. I don't mind. You said we needed to put in the time. We might as well start now. The ride over with Damien was pleasant enough, filled with small talk and peppered with more coaching. Alex was happy to have a distraction on the way to the event and felt a bit more comfortable facing the press after Damien's coaching. When she stepped out of the car, an attendant with a clipboard in hand and a headset on ushered her into the lineup. She could see Z and Derek a few yards ahead of her and wanted to join them. Just then, Damien came up behind her, gently placing his hand on her back. Oh, you all right? He asked, leaning into her ear with the question. I think I can manage, thanks. I see my cast further up. I'm going to go join them. Sure, I'll be around. Just call me if you need anything. Damien gave Alex a quick peck on the cheek and walked off. This caught Alex off guard. If the past week taught her anything, it was how easily a small and perhaps meaningless gesture could turn into a huge disaster. Damien, of all people, should know this, and Alex couldn't help but feel slightly upset.